Good day everyone, Sketchblitz Gaming here, coming to you with another video for today. And for this one, I'm going to be doing a little bit of drawing practice with Krita, as well as the tutorial. I'm mainly planning on continuing from the previous one, but let's get right into the video. So, in the previous one, I believe that I had addressed the concept of drafting, or at least the process of it in Krita. It's actually pretty hard, but once you've got the basics down, it's good to it's pretty easy to complete, basically. Okay, let's check out my draft again. Those are waves. That is a sun. Well, let's see. I'm going to personally ensure that this, yeah, okay, let's see. I'm going to move on to the color layer. By the way, if you are watching this tutorial for actual tutorial reasons, make sure the growth and feathering radius over here are at 1 and 1. You don't want them being above that. Okay, let's see. Sometimes if you're being careful with the lines, you might have to double click to fill it twice. Otherwise, you might miss some details. Or rather, the computer will miss the details, actually. Okay, let's see. Let's get this right here. And let's warp that over. I would not recommend doing the same layer of drawing the lines for the colors on the layer that you will be filling them in, but I do have enough experience to get this finished, at least. Hopefully within this video. Since it's a quick process, I didn't think it would be worth making a full part, getting the color layers ready and whatnot. Okay, I see how that turned out. No, that's not coordinated enough. That's much better. Okay, let's see. So that's primarily this being done. Let's just make sure that a certain area is also properly finished. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, good. I can still see the border between the two. Okay, now for the fun part, which would be coloring or filling in the details for the hero. Going to make that black, this white. Getting this right skin tone down can be pretty hard, but I think that's about right. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, let's see. Nah, not in this case. In this case, I'd want it to be right around here. Okay, let's get this properly coordinated. Okay, now the next part is this. Then this. Okay. Oh, and just a tip for those who are not aware. When you first fill in the color, you want to fill it in with how it would look in normal light, because typically you might have to add two different sets of layering. First would be let's see. The first would be ensuring that the shading is done correctly. Now remember. And the second is the lighting. And the lighting might not seem necessary at first, but sometimes there's too much shade and you need something to counterbalance it. So it just helps to make sure that you have the right color from the very start. Peculiar right here. So it goes like this and this here. Okay. No matter what art piece that you do on Krita, this part is always going to take a while. It's just a matter of cleaning up the piece so that it all looks neat. And people really can see it from from a distance. So you just want to go up here and adjust this to 1 pixel wide. You can do so by scrolling or by clicking and dragging or even typing it in. And from there, just go over your piece and make sure that everything fits where you want it to, when you want it to, and how. There isn't really too much to improve here. I kind of have to leave it like that. Okay, let's see. I don't think I really specified it before, but this channel is actually kind of a half gaming, half art channel currently. or really whatever I feel like doing in the week. It might be both. Technically, it's both art and gaming simultaneously, because I have an animation in each video, aside from the first few. I'd kind of like to get more into the topic of art because I noticed, and it's been this way for a few years now, that YouTube, a lot of people are still asking how to draw. And if they're still asking, then that means someone probably didn't give them the answers they want. Or, well, that they're just new people who are curious. But either way, I'd like to reach out to that market and help those people somewhat. Let's get the blurriness off of this before I have to clean it up. Okay. The only downside to Krita is that its fill option is a little bit too detailed. If you want to, you can go and increase the threshold if you'd like. If you're on stabilizer, I believe. Either stabilizer or weighted, I think, in the option setting. Okay, this should mostly be done soon. Yeah, I just want to convey again that I am an art student, not necessarily an art teacher. So if you guys have any extra trouble, feel free to look it up on someone else's video or to ask me in the comments below, because I'm actually still learning how to use this art software myself. I've only recently started using it like about a year ago, but it's really good for animation and I just stuck with it and learned from there. So it's real fun and it's real easy to get into. It just takes a lot of commitment sometimes. Or rather, just a little bit per day. If you have the keyboard shortcuts, you can use Control Z to edit or Control Y to redo. Well, Control Z undoes things rather. So be careful of when you use it. And let's see. I have a good trick for this. So I'm going to take that growth selection to 0 and boost the feathering radius. Okay, that worked. Now let's get this done. Okay, so the manticore is, for the most part, it's getting there, but it's not done yet. So let's see. The most part, and for one of the most important details actually, is ensuring that the wings are properly handled and developed. Because if it has bad wings, then it's going to show when I start with the lighting layer. And I just want to say that for those of you who are starting off on Krita, that it is perfectly fine to wind up having 21 layers or so. That's kind of normal sometimes, especially if you're going back to edit an old piece. You'll often find that you use layers different than you did in the past, and you just need to improve upon that. Or rather, that you need to add new layers because you're not used to reusing the old ones in the same way. Sometimes it helps, actually. Okay, let's get this touched up. And I was thinking of this video being about 15 minutes, but really it might take about 45 to finish this. I'll just have to see once it's over. But for the most part, I am actually done now with cleaning up this layer. I just have to finish the tail off. And if you have used the fill option up to this point to help edit or erase, what you might want to do is go back over to the fill option and scroll back the growth selection to actually no, don't scroll it back. Keep it at 0, keep the feathering radius at 1, highlight the eraser option, and just click 3 times. Okay, make that 4, 5, 6. And what that does is it erases the excess paint that's bleeding beyond the first layer. It's a very useful technique for later, because any paint that goes past the first layer makes it stick out more. Okay, let's give this red eyes. Not red enough. There we go. Okay, let's finish off that. One, two, three. Okay, let's see. For the most part, that should be enough to properly handle this, and let's see. So that's it for this video currently, and I think I'm going to continue with this another time, but yeah, if you guys liked and this helps, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you later.